Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Why am I stammering already? Because this is the crazy troll nation of YouTube. That's why. The crazy just enjoying your channel, enjoying the channels that you watch. And the troll part is not caring too much about the beauty community standards. Try not to feel like you need to use a certain brand or a certain tool or a certain technique. Use whatever you want, however you want, to get your makeup on in a way that you're satisfied with it. Wear whatever and just rock it. Because here at the Crazy Troll Nation, it is about self-acceptance and self-love, embracing your natural features, enhancing them when you want to, if you want to, but never feeling like you have to. Love yourself for who you are and for how you look, even without face paint on. I do curse sometimes in my videos because I do curse sometimes in real life. We usually start with chapstick, but we're not because we have stuff going on. And this video, thank you, gelbeauty87, aka Grace. She sent me this cute little box and it is packed. We're always sending each other stuff back and forth. She is my late night, early morning Instagram DM chat bestie. I mean, we be having some long conversations quite frequently too. And so she is just really cool. I will tag her below. That'll take you to her channel. We have done collabs before. I will try to remember, you know what, I'm gonna put my collab playlist up here in the cards. And if you go to that, then you'll be able to find my collab videos that I've done with her. And so she had paper on top. One thing I knew she was sending, and then when I got this, I'm like, there's more than one thing in here. So there's 3 things in here, 3. And then there's paper at the bottom. And I was just like, what is all this stuff? And then I opened it in my car because I was excited. And I was like, oh, thank you. And so I'm going to open it here. Actually, yeah, it is 4 things. This I had no idea whatsoever she was sending. This is from Uma Beauty Diamond Boss Extreme Volume Nourishing Mascara. Has not been opened yet. Am I going to open it? Yep, that was easy to do. This is what that looks like. I don't have anything from this brand. I think a while ago I purchased one of her palettes and I didn't know what to do with it. And it had like a lot of, I don't know if it had glitter in it or something, but I was looking at it and I was just like, so I ended up returning it. I don't even think I used it. If I did, it was just once, but I don't have anything from the brand. And I do try mascaras. And so this will definitely get used, will get tried, and hope I won't have a reaction, which I'm usually good with mascaras unless they have a strong scent to it. And I'm trying to get this out of here. This is from Undereye, if I'm pronouncing that right. I don't have anything from the brand. It does say eyeshadow palette, which is encouraging to me because my lids have an issue with pressed pigments. This is the Alva palette and it comes in a sleeve. I'm in the process of figuring out what exactly the ingredients of pressed pigments are, because a lot of brands do now put the ingredient list, but I don't know which ingredients are pressed pigments. Like a few I do and some I don't. And so I've stayed away from a lot of brands just because. Or if they say pressed pigment palette, I know not to get it. Or if I look at the palette and it says eyeshadow and pressed pigment palette, I won't get it. So there's a lot of brands I just don't try because I don't want to just play a guessing game. Can I get this one but not that one? This one, okay, well not that one. And so I just stay away because it's just easier and it's more fun shopping brands that I know I can use their shadows because they are pressed shadows. And I will come back another day and talk about what I found out about pressed pigments. So this is what this looks like. And I do remember her asking me if I had this and if I wanted to try it because I didn't have anything from the brand. And another thing that stops me from purchasing from overseas is they don't have a return policy. And so if I get something and it doesn't work for me, I'm going to have to either sell it or give it away. And I don't want to take that chance. Even when I took that chance with Martine Cosmetics, the 669 palette, I saw that palette. I'm like, I'm getting it. I ordered it from Belgium, paid the extra shipping, everything. And the same with the Mission XXX palette. And thankfully, they were all eyeshadows. I did not have an issue. But this is a pretty palette. I am seeing some things I could do with it. Some of the shades look like glitter, but it doesn't say any of them are glitter. And so I'm looking on the back of it. My concern Yeah, some of them look glittery, but I don't think, and I don't want to touch it because I don't swatch with my fingers. Each time you put your finger in a shadow, you're introducing bacteria to that shadow. So that's why I don't do that. And that's why I think some shadows do get hard pan, because then you might have oils on your fingertips and whatever else, and again, bacteria. And that's the same for, you know, jars of moisturizer and stuff like that. And that's why some come with scoops, because every time you put your fingers in it, you're introducing bacteria into it. And so I am tempted to touch a few, but I'm not. And I'm not going to swatch them because I still need to do a short for this look, and this is a bomb look, and I'm not messing this up yet. But this is a pretty palette, and I'm looking at it to see what smoke I can get out of it. But there are a few deeper shades in here that even if I need to layer, I can. This, I think I may be able to get to turn mustard if I mix it with maybe this shade, or even this one, even though it looks like that's a metallic. So I'm excited to try this. Thank you again, Grace, for sending this to me. And I was curious about the brand, but as I said, I'm thinking if I have reaction, I'm going to be stuck with it, and I don't want to pay money and be stuck with something. And that one has been at least swatched, if not used, and that is okay with me, because that's my text chat bestie. This one she sent also, What's Up Beauty Desert Monsoon, it says. I've never heard of this brand. And it does say eyeshadow palette. And then it has the ingredients on here. I'm just scanning the back. It doesn't say anything about not eye safe. The POA on this one is 24 months, which is awesome. And it looks like, what? This looks like 36 months. Damn, that's a long time. So if I like it, I will keep it for that long. So I took it out of the box. This is beautiful packaging. I like the thunderstorms. I like thunderstorms. Do y'all like thunderstorms? That's the question for this video. We had one the other day, and I love it. I'm just like, power don't go out. And then if it does, I have candles, no big deal, and I know it'll come back on. This here says, What's Up Beautiful. It has a desert theme, because there's like a cactus here and just different pictures. But this is what this palette looks like. You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of one of the Adept Cosmetics palettes. It does. Let me hold this way. This is reminding me of one of the Adept Cosmetics palettes. And not that they're multi-chrome or dual chromes, but just the color story is what I'm saying. And I'm looking at it, and already I see these four, that quad can be a look. These three can be a look. What else? These three can be a look, or these three can be a look. So I am seeing a few things. If you want to be monochromatic, this one, and use this as your transition, use this as your upper lash line shade. Be funky, put a pop of blue on lower lash line, and again another monochromatic look. This here, and this here. Because I know a lot of people, well, I see, the majority of what I see, with the exception of a few people, are monochromatic looks. And so that's why I point that out that way, because I don't prefer monochromatic looks. This was for a collab and also for an IG challenge to do a spring look. And so that's why this is an ethereal look. It's not my vibe, but I do think it's pretty though. I do. And so that's why when I look at palettes, I kind of point out what you can do. So even if you don't have it, just pay attention to the colors and see if you can dupe them. And these are really pretty. This is a pretty palette. Okay, let me stop looking at it because I'm seeing more and more looks as I look. And even these 6 right here can be a look. Did I just touch it? Nope, it's good. The last thing she sent me, this I remembered, and maybe because of what it is. This is a Papagrath Quint. So I remembered this one. And the other stuff, I was just like, okay. And I think, you know what it was? Because it was a while ago. She says, I'm going to send you, because she was asking me, do you have anything from this brand? Do you have anything from that brand? I'm like, no. And she's like, well, what do you think you better use this one? So I'm looking up on the website, blah, 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 for Undereye. And I said, I think I'll be okay with that one. So she said, I'm going to send you that, and I'm going to send you something else. I said, okay. And then time went by, and I had forgot about it, and she might have forgotten too, I don't know. But recently, she was like, oh, I got this for you if you want it. I'm like, yes, Let me say this. Even if you refuse to buy Pat McGrath, if somebody said, do you want it? Would you say no? I'm waiting. And I do like Pat McGrath. So that was a no-brainer. Like, yeah. And this is brand new. This is brand new. And I don't have any of her quints. I had Sith Seduction, but it was just too messy for me. And it gave me Midnight Sun vibes, which I have and love. So I'm like, I don't need a quint that looks similar to the full palette. And this one is, what does it say? It doesn't have the name of what it is on the front. On the back of it, it says Celestial Nirvana Eyeshadow Palette Bronze Bliss. And the POA on here is 12 months. And again, this is brand new. So this is what this looks like. And at first I thought, cool tone. Her and I are so opposites. I love my warm tones, my neutrals and warm tones. I'm trying to get the glare off. Here we go. And she loves her cool tones. And her style of makeup is different than mine. I like the dark swamp water, do like the bold stuff. She does bold too, but she does a lot of like bolder, brighter colors. And her color combinations and stuff she does. And I'm just like, ooh. I don't even know what to say. But it's different. And it's a good different, especially compared to a lot of what I see on YouTube. Because I'm like, show me something different. Even if it's something that I'm not going to do, I still enjoy seeing it. And it does give me ideas for how she does her different transition shades and different transition colors. She might put a blue here, you know what I mean? And might not put one over here. And where usually it looks like this, where it's just monochromatic. But she just does things in a way with colors. And I'm just like, And it's interesting to me. And it encourages me to try different color combinations, even though I do a rounded look. But it encourages me. And so when I first saw this, I'm like, this looks really cool tone. Like because sometimes cool tones make me look a little ashy and dusty because my undertone is warm. But looking at it, this is not as cool as it appears to be. This one, because it's a black, I would probably use this as a base because this is a cool tone black. But I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, it's cool, but it's a little neutral-ish. And that's something that I've noticed about Pat's palettes, even some of her motherships. Which one? Mothership number 1. They say it's a cool tone palette, but it pulls neutral. And I was surprised like how much I loved it because I don't like me in all cool tone looks. And so it's something with Pat's shades where even if they're cool tone, they lean neutral. And so looking at it this way, it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely cool. But then when you turn it, there's a little bit of warmth in there. And so I was looking at this like, I'm a rocket. The only matte is the black one. And that is fine. So I may layer some of the other shades on top of it, but you will definitely see me do some looks with this one. And I am already thinking of like a halo look because it is 5 of the sparkly shades in here, but we're going to dig into it. So thank you, Grace, so much for sending me this friend mail. I'm excited to try this, of course. I'm excited to see the different looks I can do with this palette. And I am excited to finally try something from Undereye. I don't have anything from this brand. And it's a cute palette. So we're going to see. We will see. And maybe we'll do one video with multiple looks. Like just do 1 or 2 looks with each of these palettes. But you'll see whatever happens. So if you're not subscribed and you enjoy my content, my wacky, goofy troll self, and you want to see more, I do have playlists for a lot of stuff. So I have a lot of content on here for you to look at. If you want to be notified when I do upload new videos, go ahead and click the notification bell. I do upload almost every day though, so it may be overwhelming. So you might just want to find me on your subscription page. But do subscribe if you've come this far and you've enjoyed what you've seen and heard so far. And those of you who are already subscribed, I appreciate you. And even if you're not subscribed and you keep watching my videos, I appreciate you too. And of course, comments are always welcome. If you have heard of Desert Monsoon, let me know your thoughts on this. If you have the Alva palette, For some reason, I think I said it wrong earlier. I might have said Ava. This is the Alva palette. Let me know your thoughts on that. If you have Pat McGrath, what is she called? Bronze Bliss. Let me know what you think about that. That'll be it for this video. And do check out Grace's channel, especially, not even especially, because she does a lot of different stuff. If you like bold, colorful, different type of eye looks with color combinations you wouldn't think to put together, but when you see them, it's like, wow, like that's different and it's nice. If you also like dupe videos, if you like comparison videos, if you like, you know, battles, old school versus new school, this is an older palette. This is a new one. Which one performs better? Which one looks better? Which one does she prefer? So if you like that kind of thing, she's your girl. She buys just about every friggin' thing. I don't know how she does it. Grace, listen, girl, if you got a sugar daddy, let me know. Let me know if you got a brother or a cousin. She be shopping. So even if you're not into luxury makeup or high end, she'll give you an alternative. She'll give you a less expensive dupe that you can use. And so she is just awesome for showing you what's out there, what's available. And also, you don't need this palette because you probably have this one that looks like it. And she'll show you like 5 palettes that looks like this one new one that came out. And it's just like, yeah, they do look the same. Like there's really not much new coming out these days, especially if you love buying makeup. That'll be it for this video. Thank you for being here. As always, self-acceptance, self-love. I'm breathing heavy. I'm out of breath. Yeah, because that's the Crazy Troll Nation way. Not the out of breath part, but the self-acceptance and self-love. That is the Crazy Troll Nation way. What is wrong with me? I don't know if you heard that, but if you did, I'm sorry. You'll see me in the next video.